I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Okay, so what I got here is my sea witch head in the middle, and I've wrapped wax floss around that. This kind of the prep. This just bait rigging floss. I have white on this side and blue on this side, and I've laid everything out. And you can see I got my piece of rigging floss going, down the edges of it. And I'm going to tie it together. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the ends where I had my string laid out, and I'm just going to make like a little granny knot here. And I'm just going to kind of pull it tight, trying to keep the hair, just slow and steady. And I don't know if you can see it out, but the hair just kind of comes up around, and you just pull that tight, and it's just like tying your shoes. And then I flip it over, do the same thing again, make one more granny knot, and pull it down. Now once you got that done, you can kind of pick it up, and the hair should stay, and then you can move the hair around and spread it out around the edges of the head. Okay, I got everything kind of even now around the head. I just put it back down and start making half hitches again. And it's like I flip it, tie half hitch, flip it, tie half hitch, and just keep repeating that process over and over again until you get to the end of your end of the wax. Okay, so I got down to the end of my wax thread, and I'm just gonna make two just granny knots right on top of each other without alternating. So there's one, here's two. Y'all get the idea. And I've read a bunch of stuff about how to finish off the sea witch, and some people say just cut the ends, not to glue it or anything. But my own self, and again, this is just from bucktail tying and other things, I'm going to trim my ends, and I'm going to put a dot of super glue on just the knot. Now I know y'all are saying stuff about, well, it makes it harder to cut off or whatever. I like putting that little dot of glue just on the knot because I feel it helps it not to unravel. But that little knot right there is the only spot that has glue. So I can still cut this side and be uninhibited by any type of glue or anything. At least that was my thinking with it. So now that it's tied, you fold it back, and I guess that looks fairly decent. There's some gaps in that, but it puts out a pretty nice little spread there.